Shalom, shalom. We give praises and honor unto Elohim. We are grateful for who he is. We are thankful for the life that he has given unto us. We always say that it is not by our own doings, but it is by the mercies of Elohim. So we are grateful to come before you once again. The scripture says that they shall come before you with glad tidings unto the poor. And blessed are those who are poor in spirit, for they shall have an encounter with the Ruach, which is the Holy Spirit. So we are very grateful today. I hope you are doing well. I hope your family, your friends, your loved ones are all doing well. By the mercies of Abba Elohim, we are all doing what we can. So I hope that you are also doing your best for Elohim. The scripture says that, behold, he comes with clouds, and all eyes shall see him, including the ones who pierced him, and they shall mourn for him. We therefore bear witness that there is but one Elohim. He is the beginning, he is the end, he is the one who created the light and darkness. He is the one who made the visible and the invincible. He is the one who has made the physical and the spiritual. Whatever we go through, whether it is good, bad, or ugly, we give thanks unto him. It is written that will any evil happen in a town and Yah is not aware of it. Therefore, we are grateful for all that we are going through and whatever might befall us. We are grateful for all the prophets who came from the days of Adam, even unto the days of John the Revelator. We bless him for all the apostles, all the messengers, the men of Yah, all the seers. We bless him for sending messengers. But the scripture says that because he loved Israel, he sent messengers in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the night, that they may go and preach unto them, that they may take heed to sound doctrine. Unfortunately, that did not happen because we are a rebellious people, a rebellious nation, a rebellious tribe. But by the mercies of Yah, he said that I shall still send messengers unto you according to my own heart, who shall feed you with knowledge and understanding, so that ye might be saved. So wherever you find yourself, I don't mind your church or the name that you give to your church. If it is not a teaching ministry, you are laboring in vain. If it is all about so-called preaching and preaching, using one verse and preaching for 3 hours, know that your preacher is a storyteller. So pay heed to that which you hear, and then hopefully you will be able to have an encounter with Elohim. So we are grateful today. We are thankful for how far he has brought us. When you look around you, there are so many things that are happening. But we are still alive. People are being bombed. People are bombing people. People are being killed. Others are killing people. People are drinking. Others are getting drunk. People are marrying. People are divorcing. The scripture says that as it was in the days of Noah, there will be no prophets, so shall it be also in the latter days. For they were marrying and having merry, and they did not pay heed until disaster came. The scripture says that, behold, the wise, he sees danger coming, and he prepares himself and he runs away from it. But the fool will see danger coming and will believe that there is a rapture coming. Therefore, he will not run away, and it will come and take him away. We hope that all the messengers that we've been sharing with you are equipping you so that you may prepare yourself. Know where you find yourself. You find yourself in Babylon, whether you are in Africa, you know where you find yourself. Unfortunately, the sin of Babylon has befallen all nations. So whether you are in Africa, in Asia, wherever that you find yourself, you will see that the sin of Babylon is now being practiced. People love it. People uphold it. And that which is of Elohim is being spoken against. But blessed are ye whose ears have been circumcised, that they may take heed to sound doctrine. So we are grateful once again for joining. We hope that at the end of this message that you will learn something. We have a new theme for you. That is how to keep your secret. That is what we are going to focus on. And then the focus will be on Joseph. But we will show you various examples as well. So it is not, even though Joseph is what the focus is on, we will still show you some examples of how some of the people were able to keep their secret, which saved them or their loved ones. And then we will also give you an example of someone who also exposed his secret and therefore was killed. We find ourselves in a generation whereby if care is not taken and you share your information with any man, before you know, you might be sold into slavery. Before you know, all your mysteries will be out there. Nowadays, if you pay attention to social media, especially women who were married and are now divorced, as soon as there is a divorce, look at what happens. They come out and they say all manner of things, secret things which ought not to hit social media is now being described. And they can paint you black. They can, when you hear the stories, you will think that the man is the devil incarnate. And unfortunately, society, they don't, when it comes to men, they don't entertain us. So you would think that men are so evil and that women are so righteous. But when you hear the other side of the story, I can guarantee you that you will change your mind. So things which happened in marriages are now being exposed on social media. Secrets are being revealed. Sometimes even people that you trusted, that you went to them and revealed your own secret unto them, before you know, they are telling their wives or their spouses. And then your things are being shared around the world. So be wise, use wisdom, and hopefully you'll be able to overcome this. So how to keep your secret, and it is about the story of Joseph. Of course, I've told you we will look at other examples as well, because when it comes to Joseph, I guess we've done so many teachings, and you yourself, you are aware of what he went through. So that of Joseph will be in the concluding part. But before that, we will look at some examples as well. If you have any questions, of course, you are allowed to do so. And just speak your mind, contribute, and then we will see what we can do. So this is the table of contents. We will look at the introduction, and then we will look at your secret is your power with focus on the parents of Samson. And then we'll also look at the parents of the Messiah himself, so Old and New Testament. And then we will look at a man of Yah out of Judah who was destroyed or killed because he revealed his secret unto someone he has never met before. And also we will look at the revealed secret of Joseph, and of course, the conclusion will follow. So then there is, if you pay attention, there is, I think, a quote. So Mr. Reader, what does the quote say?
When two friends part, they should lock up one another's secrets and interchange their keys.
But unfortunately, this is from Owen. Unfortunately, this does not happen. So nowadays, even friends who maybe have an issue, when they go their own way, and you find the other person and you ask him, hey, how come I don't see you chilling with this brother? There are some things you are not supposed to reveal, but unfortunately, people can reveal so much to the extent that once you see the other person, that you yourself, even though you have no issue with him or her, all of a sudden you will have an issue with it. You have an issue with him. Some women can paint their own husband so black to someone that when the lady sees now the husband of that lady, now she begins to think something else. And also, men can paint their wife so evil that now when other men see that wife, now they are like, okay, here she comes. So there's so much which is being revealed, and hopefully we will learn something from this. So let's go to the next slide. So this is the introduction lesson.
In this new theme, we will look at how to protect your secret and not to share your secret with any person you consider a friend. In the second week, we will also look at how such practice could lead to jealousies and evil
So
thoughts from
sometimes
men.
you think you are just speaking to someone. You think that, oh, this is someone I trust. This is someone I believe in. Maybe it's my pastor. And you go to him. Your pastor does not have a driving license, doesn't have a car. And then you go to him and you are telling him, hey, Pastor, by the grace of, like the Christians say, by the grace of God, I now have money. And by next week, I am coming with a new, let's say, Range Rover. Even though it is a good news, if the pastor you are dealing with is low, what do you think is going to happen? Now he is going to look at his own life and then be like, even I am the shepherd, I don't have a driving license. And look at this small boy. That's how people can be. So the fact that someone is your pastor, the fact that someone is your uncle, sometimes you really have to look at the surroundings of the person before you tell him something. Because human beings, unfortunately, things they don't have, once other people begin to possess them, then something does them. Their head begins to spin. So we will look at how that practice can lead to jealousy. That because you told your secret, all of a sudden someone who maybe you had respect for, all of a sudden can look at you and have hatred for you. So that will be in the second week, but this week's focus is on
how such practice could lead to jealousies and evil thoughts from men. For this week, our focus will be on the story of Joseph.
So this week, our focus is on the story of Joseph. Listen, the book of Daniel
12 from 8, and I heard but understood
he
not.
said, I heard but I understood not.
Then said I, O my master,
O Abba,
what shall be the end?
So Daniel heard these sayings from the Malak angel, but he understood not. Therefore he said, oh my master, what shall the end of these things be?
And he said,
And then he said unto Daniel,
go thy way, Daniel.
Daniel, you will not be able to understand, therefore go thy way.
For the words are closed up.
For the words are sealed up, closed up, until the times of the end. Listen to the book, Amos 8 verse 11.
Behold, the days come.
He said, the days are coming, said Abba Elohim,
that I will send a famine in
not
the
a
land,
famine of bread,
nor a thirst for water,
but of hearing
the word of Yah.
Just look around you. And when you look at this prophecy and you look around you, if you are of a simple mind, you will think this prophecy has not come to pass. The fact that you have so many churches around you does not mean that you are hearing the word of Yah. So he said that, behold, the days are coming, said the master Yah, that I will send a famine in all countries, not a famine of bread or water, but of hearing the words of Yah. What do you hear when you go to your church? Listen.
And they shall wander from sea to
So
sea.
now you see people organizing what they call conferences, and you have people traveling from Belgium to this country, or Germany to here, South Korea to here, just to hear the so-called word of Yah. But that which you are hearing, is it really the words of the master? Listen.
And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yah,
And they shall find it.
and shall not find
No,
it.
they will hear it from the preachers.
They shall not find
The
it.
Christian prophets will tell them.
They shall not
The
find it.
apostles will proclaim.
They shall not find
So
it.
it is your word against that of Yah. And we know that that of Yah is yea and amen, as the scripture says. In that day shall the fair
Virgins,
and
young men, faint for
you have
thirst.
so many people on this earth who maybe by nature they don't practice evil, and they are seeking for the truth, yet in their region there is none. Wherever they find themselves, there is none. No one is speaking the things we speak. The truth is hidden. That's why he said that, buy the truth of Yah and sell it not. So this is the introduction. So let's look at your secret is your power. And then we have from Billy Graham, he said that confidentiality is
the essence of being trusted.
When someone confides in you and can reveal his inner secret unto you, it means that the person really has a lot of respect for you. So when someone is speaking to me, he's not speaking to my wife. So when you are a preacher, man, you can't be like what the Christians say, that the twain are one, or whatever they say. It doesn't work. When it comes to certain things, even though you have a so-called wife, you cannot be like, oh, and Brother Shalom came to me, and the message is between me and Brother Shalom. It has nothing to do with my wife or my kids. But nowadays, unfortunately, you go and you reveal your secret unto a so-called man of God. By the time you even enter your car, he has already started gossiping to his wife and can tell you all manner of stories. Yeah, but the Bible says that we are now one, so I cannot keep any secret. There is no such thing in the scriptures. And when you call wife, even she has a secret that she has not told you. So let's dive in. Let's look at, so we are not going to look at Samson, but we are looking at the parents of Samson, because it is something that happens. And I think from all the message we've heard over the years, it's always about, well, in Samson, he shouldn't reveal his secret. But how about the parents? As for Samson, we know that the guy failed. But the people who received the very message from the beginning, before the conception of Samson, those are the ones we have to look at. You didn't see them walking through the, Bosra or wherever they were living, or Israel or Jerusalem, or Damascus, proclaiming, oh, a boy is now being born. You can't give him a petashi or butter or alcohol or red label or black label, and his hair, please don't. They kept, because it was a message from Yah unto them only. Listen, the book of Judges 13 from 1.
And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of Yah.
When you read this, it's like, Master, Israel is an evil nation. From ever since, they've been evil. You can never find a verse that said, and the children of Israel listened to Yah. It's always the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of Yah. We've not changed. So don't let anyone lie to you that we are going to change and the whole world, and 1 billion souls for Christ. Yeah, for Christ you can have 1 billion souls, but not for the Messiah from the scriptures. For Christ there are many. Listen to the book.
And Yah delivered them into the hand of the Philistines 40 years.
For 40 years long, the people of Philistine in the area of Zimbabwe, they were beating the people of Israel for years, for 40 years. And there was a certain man of Zorah of the family of the Danites whose name was Manoah. Listen.
And his wife was barren and bare not.
But you don't read about his wife going to Kwakubu and some a fetish priest or whoever, saying that someone is doing her. You don't read those kind of things. So my question to you is, how come all of a sudden, when something you call evil happened to you, all these pastors, all of these so-called apostles, they can never say that, no, this is the finger of Yah doing you, but it's always the devil, the demon. This is how the fetish priests operated. When you went to them in those days, instead of them to just give you the herbs for healing, because they want to bind you, because they want to ensure that you keep on coming, what do? They now link it to a spirit. Therefore, they tell you that you have to now be under my protection. Otherwise, it will come back. And therefore, they point fingers at someone that your grandma is doing you. That in 2023, Negroes still believe that there's someone called a witch who can sleep, fly in the night, and go to a space and have a meeting and eat flesh. And people, And when you ask them, but where is your evidence? The things they will tell you,
you are not spiritual.
Brother, you have to be very careful. If it does not happen to you before, you will not understand. Hey, black man, listen to the book.
Verse 3. And the angel of Yah appeared unto the woman.
And said unto her, behold,
now thou art barren, and bearest not, but thou shalt conceive and bear a son.
Listen to this. And that is why I always showed you, and for many years I've been showing you the power of Yah and how he operates. When this angel appeared unto the woman, he did not come and tell the woman that, oh, you are bound under the sea. Oh, Azazel is the one who has taken your womb. Or Mami Wata has taken you. When they come with authority that you've been barren for years, but that said Elohim, thou shalt conceive, full stop. How come the messengers you have nowadays cannot say this? That before they can minister so-called healing to you, they have to link it to you wherever you were born. To your father's house, your mother's house, that you are going through this because your ancestors, they did evil. And my question to them always is, our ancestors were in the bushes eating a rat and antelope and all manner of nonsense they were doing there. You are saying that we are under curse because of them. Yet the people of Germany, what is their name? The Nazi Germany, Hitler and his boys. All the Germans are Nazi people. How come they are the richest country in Europe? Where is the curse? So how come as for them, their ancestors could do all of this evil, and Christians, black Christians, don't say that, they are going through this because of the evil of the ancestors. But when it comes to you, black man, they lie to you and tell you, oh, you are going through this because, and your mother was believing in something which, at least, I respect someone who believes in voodoo. At least that person has a belief than someone who doesn't believe. The one who believes there is hope for him because he can always switch. But the one who does not believe, and that is these people. So you see what they are doing to us? They make you hate where you are coming from. So it's always like when we mention your forefathers, the next thing is you think they are so evil. They are evil people. But compare the evilness of your ancestors to that of Edom, Germany, America, China, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, Thailand. Just compare yours to them and see who is evil. But your archbishops in their prayers is always about, we are under this ancestral curse, we have to break this, we have to penetrate through this. And we've been doing it for 40 years now. What has changed? Is it thou art barren, but that said, thou shalt conceive and bear a son.
Now therefore beware, I pray thee, and drink not wine, nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing.
So then these are the commandments. Be careful not to drink wine, or strong drink, or eat anything which is unclean. Listen.
For lo, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come on his head, for the child shall be a Nazarite unto Yah from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines. And the woman bare a son,
and called his name
Samson.
And the child grew up,
and Yah blessed
and the
him.
spirit of Yah
began to move him at times in the camp of Dan.
So this is the message from the angel of Yah unto the parents of Samson. He revealed the secret as to the strength of Samson unto them. That one, he cannot drink wine or strong drink or eat anything which is unclean. And lo, his hair. So many a times we only look at the hair because that was cut. But you forget that it was not only the hair. Could not drink wine, strong drink, or eat any abominable thing. When the parents of Samson heard this, they did not go and stand in the street of Jerusalem. This is the main reason why for years when Samson was battling against those nations, that they were trying to find out what is his secret. If the parents had gone into the streets to announce this secret, what do you think would have happened a long time ago? Samson would have not even made 18 years. But they kept their secret. It was precious to them. They protected it, and it was between them and their boy Samson. And they were able to raise him up by the fear of Yah. If it was your mama, Allah, that same day, while the angel leaves, she picks the phone and calls your and calls the next person. And when they call, the moms of us, they will reveal everything.
Add a little.
And even top up. They will top up. Why? Because they want to shine. But look at the parents of Samson. They kept this secret and protected the boy until the boy became what he ought to become. And you can say whatever about Samson, about his falling, blah, blah, blah. But the purpose of Yah for which he was raised was established and was fulfilled. He ended up overcoming all of these nations and destroying them. So don't only look at his fall, but look at the purpose as well. So this is an example of a good parenthood. Parents who were able to protect their child. Nowadays, you do something small. Your mom will pick the phone, call Pastor One. When she hangs up, goes assistant pastor. Hangs up, goes to the women ministry. Hangs up, goes to the youth minister. By the time she is done, when you are hitting church service on Sunday, the next day, everybody is looking at you. As you approach, you see eyes following you. But this is an example of people who were able to protect their secret. And not only their secret, but to protect their child. Let's go to the next one. Today, I don't think we will be very long. Nowadays, we want to shorten things so that you may understand. The parents of the Messiah, listen to this, Matthew chapter 1 from 20.
But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of Yah appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David,
fear not
to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit.
So you see that Joseph, the Abba or the father of the Messiah, he was also spoken to by an angel. When the guy woke up, he was not announcing this in Jerusalem. He didn't send an SMS. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name
Yahushua,
or he shall save
his people
or he
from
shall
their
save
sin.
all people.
He shall save
He
his
came to
people.
save the world.
He shall save his
He shall
people.
save Edom.
He shall save his people.
His people
from their sin.
And this is what Christians don't want to hear. This is the main reason why he came. This is his prophecy. He shall save his people from their sins. And then when Herod the king, the book of Matthew chapter 2 verse 3,
had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him.
Listen.
And when they were departed, behold, the angel of Yah appeared to Joseph in a dream.
So wise men were heading to the Messiah. The Bible said that wise men from the east, they saw a star and were able to read the signs of the star and follow the star to wherever the Messiah was. As they were approaching where the Messiah was, also the fetish priest of Herod also saw the same star. So that's why I keep spiritually things are not hidden, whether you believe it or not. And that's why I keep on telling you that don't let a prophet trick you. What he sees, fetish priests also see. The Malams in Islam will also see. People who read the zodiac and whatnot and astrology, because we are all linked to stars. Whether you want to believe it or not, it is real. It's a numbers game. That's why people, you can do it. Sometimes you can even test it. You know, online, whatever, you can put in your date of birth. Or once you put in your date of birth and your name, you will clap for yourself. Why? Numbers don't lie. 1 + 1 is 2. The day you are born, the hour you are born, the month you are born, the year you are born is the most dangerous digit ever. And anyone who is spiritually inclined and connected, once they have your name, date of birth, is finito. They can summarize your life for you. So they saw the stars. It was not an angel, they saw a star. And they were able to track the star. And as they were tracking it, the people of Herod also saw a star, and they're like, hey, master, the star is telling us that a king is born, and this king, that will mean that your end has come. Once Herod heard it, he's like, no. So as the people were passing through, they had to go through Herod, because in ancient time, once you hit a village or a city, they will arrest you. You are taken to the leaders, the chiefs, for them to have some discussions with you before you are let go. So he asked them, where are you people heading to? And they said that we are going to the Messiah, for we have seen his star from the east, and we are now following it. And Herod told them, okay, cool, go and find him. And when you have found where he is hiding, don't go home. Pass here first and let me also know, so that I can also go and worship him. But his intention was evil. So when Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. Listen.
And when they were departed, behold, the angel of Yah appeared to Joseph in a dream.
So first, when those people were departing, then an angel also warned them that don't go to Herod. So they did not go, but the angel also knew that Herod will go bananas. So he revealed unto Joseph in a dream, saying,
arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt.
In a dream, and when he appeared in the dream, it was not 10 hours and he was in a supermarket and he was under the sea and he was flying. And I saw this. Once you are having such dreams, something is wrong with you. When you are close with Yah, it should be real. It should be simple. You should understand it once you wake up. Not that you were under the sea and a beast was fighting with you, and all of a sudden you were flying and a bird came to Massa. That is too much of matrix. He had a dream, and the angel told him, arise and take the young child and his mother
and flee into Egypt,
and be thou
there until I bring thee word.
For Herod
will seek the young child to destroy him.
And when he arose,
he took the young child and his
mother by night. If it was you, if it was our parents, what do you think will happen? They are going to call their pastor first and tell them where they are heading to. But Joseph heard this. He immediately spoke to the wife, and in the night, they took the child and departed into Egypt. This should tell you that where Jerusalem or where Israel was very close to Egypt. Listen.
And they were there until the death of Herod,
that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Yah,
by the prophet,
out of Egypt
have I called my son.
So you see an example in the Old Testament. You've seen another example, parents protecting their children. Nowadays, by the time you are even born, the belly of your mother is on Facebook. Once you are being incubated, The belly is already on Facebook. They did a photo shoot. And they not keep the photo shoot in their inner chamber. It is on Facebook for all of us to behold the nakedness, half naked of a married woman. And that's how you see that there's something wrong with Christians. You don't see Muslims posting their tummy on Facebook. Only Christians are doing these things. It's just right. There's nothing wrong with. Continue. That a woman, half-naked woman, or the belly. Sometimes they even show the whole from like head to toe, and she's only wearing these panties and brazier, and can show from head to toe her whole body on Facebook with a pregnant belly. And Christians are like, wow, wow, wow. Oh, congratulations. Some will write there, sexy. Christians. So by the time you are born, your mother has already sold you out. Your mama has already sold you out to millions of people. As soon as you enter this world, the pictures are all on Facebook. Your name, your date of birth, and including your pictures are all on Facebook for anyone to have access to. And when you are growing up and you begin to behave like Nebuchadnezzar, now they are blaming the devil. Mr. Nebo. Now your mother is all of a sudden prayerful. But the people of the book, they protected their children. You can look at the example of the mother of Samson, Samuel, the same thing. They protected their vessel, they protected their child. You were not protected whilst you were being incubated. The day you were born, you were dropped on Facebook. So you've seen two examples, one from the old, one from the new, and I focus only on the parents. You know your parents don't protect nothing. Once you tell your mama, you know the info is gone in 2 seconds. Sometimes maybe you found a new job, you don't even want other people to hear about it for the beginning, you know. You tell your mom, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. You go out, say, hey, congratulations, your mom told you, it's gone. It's gone. Sometimes you hear things from people that you've only spoken to your mother. Things you've only told your mother is already outside. And the kind of people that will ask you, these are people you don't even have a relationship with. So you've seen two examples. People protecting their secret and thus saving their beloved sons. Allowing the prophecies of Yah to come to pass. Because the child was a baby, he was a vulnerable child. If Herod had come there with soldiers, angels will not appear physically, they would have killed him. Let's go to our famous Negro. By the time we are done with him, you understand how precious your secret, like people, your secret is your power. In this country, we are here. wherever that you are living in America and Russia, you think you really know your country? If you know, so you think that there are no military installations in this region or Amsterdam or New York? There are, but you don't know. There are missile shields that are in your own neighborhood that you are not aware of. Because once the politicians or the people that protect the country exposes their defense where it is located, it becomes a target. So any nation who is strong, there are sensitive installations that you have them under mountains. It's only in Congo and Ghana and Nigeria that nothing there. Whenever I'm driving past the so-called Jubilee House of Ghana, the palace of the presidential, or they call it Presidential Palace of Ghana, and just next to it, there's a France embassy or whatever. And I hit a cry and I'm in the car, and I'm like, how stupid can you be? These people, all your telephone conversations, they will tap it. Look at where White House is located. There is no building around. Because once you put any building around and you have evil people there, they want to tap your they will. So I know that Kufado, that's why Ghana is poor now. All your conversation, you think is gone. It's only Negroes that will allow another country's embassy to be next to their sensitive palace. When you go to Paris, go and look at the presidential building. It's close to the Eiffel Tower, I guess. Look at the buildings. All of these are their own buildings, sensitive military buildings. So as for us, Negroes, there's Yahoo watches over us. So a man of Yah out of Judah, he has no name. He was a man of Yah. 1 Kings 13 from 1, listen.
And behold, there came a man of Yah out of Judah by the word of Yah unto Bethel. And Jeroboam stood by the altar to burn incense.
Has now become the king of Israel and has now built altars for Beelzebub, for all manner of demons, and they were burning incense. And even in that city, there were still prophets. Yet Yah sent someone from outside, and he came unto Bethel. Bethel is where Jacob built his altar, but now that altar has now been transformed into an altar of evil. Therefore, Elohim sent a man of him, a messenger, a nameless one, to this city to cry against it. Listen.
And he cried against the altar.
He cried against the altar in the word of Yah and said, "Oh, altar, altar, thus said Yah,
behold, a child shall be born unto the house of David. A child
shall be born unto the house of David,
Josiah by name.
And upon thee
shall he offer the priests of the high places that burn incense upon thee,
and men's bones
shall be burnt upon thee."
Listen.
And he gave a sign the same day.
This is a very powerful messenger. Once he has spoken these things, he gave a sign the very day, that same day, saying, "This is the sign which Yah had spoken. Behold,
the altar shall be rent,
and the ashes
that are upon it shall be poured out."
And it came to pass,
when King Jeroboam
heard, when the evil king heard all of the sayings and the proclamations from this unknown or nameless one,
which he had cried against the
which he
altar,
has cried against the altar in Bethel.
that he put forth his hand from the altar.
He then came and he tried to lay his hands upon this messenger of Yah to prevent him from destroying the altars. Listen.
Saying, lay hold on him.
And he said, catch this nameless one.
And his hand, which he put forth,
and as he stretched forth his hands towards the nameless messenger,
it dried
his
up,
very hands dried up.
so that
it
he could
became
not
like
pull
bones. Stroke. He received instant stroke. So as he drew it out, he couldn't pull it back. Powerful man of Yah. He has delivered his message. He has spoken and cried against the nation. Someone has come, a king has come, trying to beat him up. Wonders have taken place. But look at what he's going to do now. 13 verse 6.
And the king answered and said unto the man of Yah.
And then the king answered and said unto the man of Yah,
entreat now the face of Yah thy
I pray
Elohim.
thee, please reach out to Elohim for me.
And pray for me,
and pray for me,
that my hand may be restored
so that
me
my
again.
hand may be restored unto me again.
And the man of Yah besought the master.
And the man of Yah prayed unto the master.
And the king's hand was restored him again.
Listen to this. This is someone who has prophesied against a nation. Powerful man. Someone tried to beat him up. The hand is dried up. The person now begs him. This same powerful man prays unto Elohim in the heavens. Elohim hears him, restores now the hand of the king again, and it became as it was before. Listen.
And the king said unto the man of Yah.
And then here is where it goes wrong. Now the king looks at him, and you can imagine that the king was now terrified. And it was not only the king, the inhabitants are now terrified. They were trying to beat him up, but now they are now running for their own souls. So the king is now on the ground. And then he says unto this man of Elohim,
come home with me.
Please come home with me
and refresh
take a
thyself.
bath and eat. And then after that, I will give you a reward. I will give you gold.
And the man of Yah said unto the king.
Now listen to this. He had a secret from Yah, which was his secret, which was that which protected him. Yah gave him specific commandments, what he can do in the cities and what he cannot do in the city. Someone has just asked you, please come home with me. Come and have some refreshment. After that, I will give you a reward. And listen to what this guy is going to say.
And the man of Yah said.
And now this man of Yah said unto the king,
if thou wilt give me half thine house.
If you will give me half of thy house,
I will not go in with thee.
I will not go in with thee.
Neither will I eat bread nor drink water in this place.
This is a powerful answer. Full stop. After this, move on. But this guy, I don't know what was wrong with this Negro preacher. This Negro messenger, you've given him an answer already that even if you give me half of your house, I will not take it. And I will not eat any bread or water from this place, this evil place. But now, the secret between him and Elohim, all of a sudden, he did not put a full stop behind it. He now says, For
so was it charged me by the word of Yah, saying.
Look at this. Who needs to hear this? It makes no sense. You've already told him, I will not go with you, full stop, move on. But now, I don't know whether it was the hunger or what. This guy now proceeds further to tell him the very secret why he cannot join him to go and eat banku and okra soup. For so it was charged me by the word of Yah, saying, eat
no bread,
nor drink,
water,
nor turn.
again by the same way that thou camest.
Look at the details this guy is giving. Even Yah told him, the way that you used when you were going to enter the city, you cannot use it again when you are going out. This guy now tells the whole city that the way he used, he can't use it again. So now if anyone wants to do you evil, he knows where you are heading to. Because if you have not even told them about the way, there was no way anyone can track you. But now you've told him, no, I can't go that way. I have to use that one. And the people heard it. And some of them started to run to other people to go and inform them that there is this man of Elohim who has been commanded by Yah not to eat in this place, drink in this place, and the way that he used to enter the city, he cannot use. And another one heard it. So he went another way
and returned not by the way that he came to Bethel.
People, just look at this story. It's a sad story. This is someone who has gone into a public assembly and has announced his very secret between him and Yah unto the whole nation. It is like Samson now standing in the midst of Bethel or Jerusalem and telling them, hey, people of Judah, do you know why? The reason why I'm so strong? That is my hair. And you think you will not find evil people among your own people who will sell you out? This Negro messenger. So now look at what is going to happen. Listen.
13 verse 11. Now there dwelt an old prophet in
that evil
Bethel.
City. There was also an old prophet who was there, but Yah did not speak to him. And his sons
came,
who was in the field, in the area where this whole issue happened, they now ran towards their Abba, their father, and told him of all the works that the man of Yah had done that day in Bethel, including the secret that he revealed. So this old man, when he heard, he's like, what kind of a mad messenger is this? Because what I'm hearing does not make sense. Listen.
Verse 14, and he went after the man of Yah.
Therefore and that is what I was telling you now, if he had not revealed the very path he will take, how would this man be able to track him? But he even revealed the very path that he will take. Therefore, the sons were able to tell him, he said that he will not use that, meaning he will use the other way. So this man, a prophet, went after him and found him very tired and hungry, sitting under an oak.
And he said unto him,
Art
thou the man of Yah that camest from Judah?
And he said,
I am.
Someone you don't know, someone you've never met before. You've come to do crazy things. You should even be scared for your life. But this guy, someone asked him, and he said, I am. I'm the Negro. I'm the Negro you are searching for. And then he said unto him, come home with me
and eat bread.
And he said,
I may not return with thee.
Listen to this again. Someone you have not met before, someone you don't know before. This guy is going to say the same things again. I think it was the hunger. This is witchcraft. Hunger witchcraft was doing this guy. Someone you've not. Hey, you are alone sitting under an oak. Someone you've never met before come. Are you the one who came and did all of the? You said yes. Oh, come home and eat with me. Oh, just say no. This guy now say, I may not return with thee,
nor go in with thee,
neither
will I eat bread nor drink water with thee in this
for
place.
it was said unto me
By the word
oh
of
my
Yah.
goodness. This Negro, whenever I read his story, I'm like, hey, eh? This is someone you don't even know. At this particular moment, you don't even know that he's a prophet. Why are you now going to tell him that so it was commanded me by Yah that thou shalt eat no bread, nor drink water, nor turn again
to go by the way that thou camest?
And now the old prophet looks at him. He's like, wow, what a simple Negro. Now he lied unto him and said, I am also a prophet.
As thou art.
And
an angel spake unto me by the word of Yah, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house,
that he
may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. So he went back with him and
can
did
you imagine this? That there is someone who could pray directly to Yah and someone receives healing. And now someone lies to him that an angel has come in. And the guy did not ask any question. He just stood up and followed that guy.
Echte Bantu.
He ought to be a Negro. A simple one. The guy just stood up and followed someone that he has never met in his life. He's not going to his house to go and eat. Huh? Hey, that guy. Listen to the book.
Verse 20, and it came to pass,
As they sat
at the table,
that the word of Yah came
unto the prophet.
This is after the guy has ate, he has chopped, he has done all manner of things. Now the word of Yah came unto the old prophet,
that brought him back.
And he cried unto the man of Yah that came from Judah, saying,
thus saith the Yah of hosts,
for as much as thou
hast disobeyed the mouth of Yah,
and hast not kept the commandment,
which Yah thy Elohim commanded thee,
but came back,
and hast eaten bread.
Elohim told you before you went, this is your secret. You can't eat there. You can't drink there. You can't take the sea. But now you are doing the very things he told you not to do. Why? Because someone you've never met before came and told you that he's also a prophet. And you believe now his word over the very word of, and this is what we keep on telling you. You have dream, Elohim warned you, woman, thou shalt not put on this. You go and speak to your so-called pastor. And he tells you, nah, you have just forget about it. And you now put the word of man over the very word of you are gone already. No one can save you. For as much that thou hast disobeyed the mouth of Yah and hast not kept the commandment which Yah thy Elohim commanded thee, but came back
and hast eaten bread and drunk water in this place, of the which Yah did say to thee.
Yah did not tell you that when you go there, so if the guy is a prophet, you can go and eat. He said that thou shalt not eat in that place, full stop. But this guy, he was eating okro and banku. Heavy one with palm wine. Why? Because the guy told him that he's a prophet. Listen.
Of the which Yah said to thee, eat no bread and drink no water. Thy carcass shall not come unto
Your
the
body,
sepulchre
your
of thy
carcass
father.
shall not come onto the sepulchre, onto the graveyard of your own fathers.
And when he was gone,
And when he went from the midst of this old prophet,
a lion met him by the way
behold, a lion met him the way
and slew him.
and killed him.
And his carcass was cast into the way.
And when he killed him, he didn't eat him up. His dead body was lying in the way, and the ass or the donkey he sat on. Usually a lion kills a donkey and eats. But the lion is now watching a donkey and standing next to a dead body. So any person who walked by knew that this is a sign that this does not make sense. There is something wrong going on here. Why? Because this guy decided to reveal the very secret that this is something you don't even tell your own wife. But this guy did not only say this to a king, because the king was not alone there, the whole of Israel stood there. And this guy told his very secret unto the multitude that were willing to kill him. You've gone to a place where they want to kill you, and you are revealing the secret that protects you. So people, you've seen it. Because someone is proclaiming that he is your pastor, he is your prophet. Once you've heard a commandment from Yah, anyone who is close to Yah with Yah, there are some commandments he will give you. It's not written. It is between you and your Elohim. It's not between me and my wife of my kids. Go and tell that to your so-called pastor. So there are so many women, they had visions and they saw themselves in hell because of the things they wear, and they woke and Yah told them from henceforth, thou shalt not wear these things anymore. They come on Facebook, they cry. Some of their things were shared. I told the people who shared, I'm like, they want to make it. Why? Because you're very secret, you are exposing it. Once you expose it, now your pastors are going to, oh, sister, don't do that. You know, it's not about this. And your church, all the people are doing it. So they will end up now telling you that what you saw was not from Elohim. So now, like this prophet, you have now chosen the ways of Yah above the mouth of Yah. You are gone. Like the book of Corinthians says, you are a living dead. You are alive but dead. So people, be very, very careful when it comes to your secret. Be very, very careful when it comes to things that Yah has revealed to you and has warned you. Don't go to any man you claim. Once you know that you are not on the same line with him, don't bother. You think you are going to say that for him to announce it to his whole church, for the church to change? Never. There are some things, don't even bother telling your church people. They will tag you. They will tag you.
There is a question.
What is the question?
The question is, in what context is it right to share a vision or dream?
And that's what I just said. So, for example, you know that the church you are going, that which you've seen and you've been warned about is that which they practice. So let's say an example, you are going to a church. Women, they do not cover their hair. They wear all manner of wigs and whatnot. And you, maybe Yah has warned you in a dream, thou shalt not do this, blah, blah, blah. It's haram for you. And you think you can go to that pastor of yours and convince him with your dream. He won't change. So when you tell him such a story, he's now going to tell you that what you've dreamt is not from Yah. But if he is someone who was already practicing that, then you can share. Because then he will motivate you that Yah has confirmed that which he is speaking. But once this guy is not in the same line, you go and tell him, he will tell you signs and wonders.
So it is more, you can share it if it is a confirmation of.
Yeah. And if you know the person you are sharing it with, you are in line with him, you are working on the same path. Not that your message is like 360 degrees from what he's preaching. It's a church. They don't change their doctrine. So they won't take that of yours. Even they themselves, the preachers, they even had dreams. They don't change it. Because they know that once they do, the church collapses. Let alone you. So you have to be very, very mindful. And when the thing is like, when the dream or the vision you've had is something that is telling you to stop doing something, you don't even have to share. Even if you are working, because it's now personal to you that thou shalt not do this anymore. Just stop doing that thing. Don't do it anymore. It's a vow between you and your Elohim. Yeah, they didn't tell you in the dream, go and announce it. He told you don't do it anymore. If you go and announce it, you are dead. Like we have a proverb in the northern people in Ghana. He said that the man who is dead at the marketplace, we don't need to announce his funeral date. Once you die in the marketplace, everyone will hear that you are dead. But that's where all people come to. So there are some information is between you and your Elohim. Don't just go outside telling your wife, telling whoever, especially wives. In their emotions, before you know, you will clap for them. Before you know, they tell you your very enemy. So protect yourself. If you are a lady, sometimes it is between you and your Elohim. If you don't know this, like you read a story of Jacob and Esau. It was the woman who went to inquire at the feet of Abraham with regards to the two babies who were struggling in the womb. And yet through Abraham told her, there are two. One is great, one is less. She didn't go and tell the husband. She kept it as a secret. There's a reason why when she heard the papa, because if the papa knew, the papa wouldn't have told Esau, go and do this and let me bless you. So as soon as the lady heard, it's like, Allah, this can't happen. So there are certain things, it is between you and your Elohim. You don't have to tell your husband or your wife or your kids, let alone the marketplace. People who wanted just to kill you, now you are announcing your secrets to them. Let's move. We are almost done. The revealed secret of Joseph. Listen.
Genesis 37, verse 1.
And Jacob dwelt
in the land wherein his father was a stranger,
in the land
of Canaan.
These are
The generations of
Joseph,
Jacob,
being 17 years old, was
feeding the flock with his brethren,
and the lad
was with the sons of Bilhah,
and the sons
of Zilpah,
and
his father's wives,
and Joseph.
brought unto his father their evil report.
He was a gossiper. Boys, we go into the field. We are shepherds. Sometimes, we are hungry. We break the neck of one of the sheep and we do some barbecue in the bush. And this boy, when he comes back, he will go and tell the father. So the other brothers hated him. But whenever they were going out, they didn't want this guy to come and join them because they know that this guy, he will go and gossip. So because of that, his father developed love for him.
Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children,
because
he was the son of his old age,
and he made him
a coat of many colors.
Listen.
And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren,
They hated
him
and could not speak
peaceably unto him.
And this hate, he knew that they hated him. He knew. Because if you are 12 and you are only being pampered, you will receive such a wonderful coat and the rest. Of course, what do you expect? Now, this Joseph was also a dreamer. He dreamt.
And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren.
Listen to this. The guy dreams and he goes to his enemies and tells them the dream.
And they hated him yet the more.
And they hated him yet the more.
And he said unto them,
Here,
I pray you,
this
dream which I have dreamed.
This is the dream that I have dreamt.
Verse 7, for behold, we were binding sheaves in the field.
He's not telling the people. This guy is like the man of Judah. He's in the midst of his enemies. People he knows, they hate him. And he's now saying that, behold, we were binding sheaves in the field.
And lo, my sheaf arose.
My sheaf arose.
And also stood upright.
And they stood upright.
And behold, your sheaf stood round about.
And made
obeisance to my sheaf.
And his brethren said this unto him.
Shalt thou indeed reign over us?
Or shalt thou indeed
have dominion over us?
And they hated him yet
the more for his dreams and for his words.
But he was a child. You can't blame him. And he dreamed yet another dream and told
it his brethren.
And he went back to the same brothers and told them,
Behold, I have dreamed a dream more. And behold, the sun and the moon.
I saw the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars.
And they made obeisance
who worshipped
to
me. Listen.
And he told it to his father.
And after that, he went to his father.
And to his brethren.
And to his brethren.
And his father rebuked him.
Listen to this. As soon as the father, because you are doing this in the midst of your brothers who are older than you. So as soon as Jacob heard it, he rebuked him. He said, haram.
And said unto him, what is this dream that thou hast dreamed?
What is this dream that you are? He understood it, but he rebuked him because of his brothers. He wanted to just show the brothers that, oh, just forget about the dream. It doesn't mean anything. But he knew that it meant something. Therefore, he rebuked him in the presence of his brothers and said, what is this dream that thou hast dreamed?
Shall I and thy mother
and thy brethren indeed come
to bow down ourselves to thee?
Listen
to the
to
earth.
This. Verse 11, and his brethren envied him, but his father
observed the same.
Because he knew. Joseph. Especially your family members. Those are the last people you should be revealing your secret to. Family members. family members. They will poison you. Those are the ones who have access to what you eat and drink. All wickedness comes from family members. They are the ones, when you have your diploma, they envy you. Your nephews, the nephews, your cousins. Those people, stay away from them. Cousins and nephews. Those people. Cousins and nephews. Those people are so evil, it's not even normal. Cousins and nephews. So you see, Joseph, sharing all his secrets. Therefore, the people hated him. And has it not been by the mercies of Yah who was able to turn the situation around? He would have died. That's why I gave you the example, because some of you, but he still became prime minister. How about the man of Yah from Judah? That's why I keep on telling you that, hey, Elohim, he has so many children, so beware. Don't think you are the only one. Otherwise, you will make a mistake and you will call on him and he will not appear. And people are chopping off your head and no one will appear. This, if it wasn't by the very mercy of Yah, it could have backfired long time. You could have been a slave if it wasn't for the gift that was in him with regards to the interpretation of dream. What do you think would have become of this boy in Egypt? What do you think would have become of that boy in Egypt? So he said that his brethren envied him, but the father
observed the saying.
He observed the saying. So just look at the example of Joseph and also look at the example of the man of Yah from Judah. You are coming from a family. Sometimes just pay close attention. Who in your family is really helping you? Everyone is for himself and Yah for us all. Your own family people, they are only waiting to hear negative news. Once they hear anything positive, your own siblings, not like Joseph from different mothers, your own siblings from one womb. Why should it always be you? Why should it always be you and not me? Your own blood brother, sister can go to Ghana. The people that chop your father's money for building a house, it's very sibling. The very elderly brother or sister. One mama, one papa. In conclusion, listen.
Proverbs 11 verse 13. A talebearer revealeth secrets.
Listen, say someone who talks too much. He reveals secrets. But he
that is of a faithful spirit,
he conceals the matter. There are so many things you will hear. If you are wise, you don't speak about all of them. Someone will come and confine in you certain things that maybe he or she even wants you to speak to the other person about. But even you choose your word very careful. You don't go and really mention the very words that person used. Because when the other person hears that, it's haram. There will be war. There will be World War III. So see, a talebearer reveals secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit conceals the matter. Whoso keepeth
his mouth
and
his tongue keeps his soul from troubles.
So don't just go anywhere. You are just you are at work and you are especially women. They can go to their workplace and talk about their marriage. How often they sleep with their husband, what they do, what they don't. They can go to their workplace. If you go to Ghana, when you have Ghana people there, as soon as one lady leaves, then the other lady start. Last time then. Because Ghana people, number one, gossipers. Listen to the book.
Proverbs 21:23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keeps his soul from
So
troubles.
say that if you are able to train your tongue and your mouth to shut up, he said you are keeping your very soul from troubles. That's why when you go into the midst of people, long time, they're like, oh wow, this guy is still alive. They don't know anything about you. They don't know what you are doing. You are not posting a new photo every week on Facebook for them to track you. Maybe your Facebook is 10 years old, 7 years old. They don't know whatever you are doing, but life is good. Live a low life. Lay low. Some of these people we know, like we are sitting here, but we know everything about them. Their children, how they look like, where they visited last week. Everything is on social media. Listen to the book.
Micah 7:5.
For the son dishonored the father.
Micah, the previous
Verse
verse.
5. Trust ye not
In a friend,
but put
ye not confidence in a
keep
guide
the doors
of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
See, he's even telling you that be very careful with the very person that lies in your bosom, which is your wife or your husband. When people divorce, do you hear the stories? A woman can sit, Ghana, they have radio stations. And the woman can go and sit there. And the things they can say about the husband that they have children with, when you hear it, if you have not married, you will never think about marriage. And they are able to speak and speak. And you would think that as for them, they've done nothing wrong. They were so holy, they were so innocent, and the man was the devil. So you go and read the comments and the sisters, yes. I'm like, wow. But when sometimes they invite the other person and he comes. And when he opens his mouth, then all the people who were there, the family, all of a sudden they're like, now they can't talk. Now they ask the woman, did you really do this? And then, I'm like, there we go again. Now you have issue with your husband, you can go to the extreme of taking it to a radio station and they broadcast the thing on Facebook Live. The whole world is watching you. Negroes, I don't know what is wrong with us. Where on earth will you see white people taking their marital issue on a radio station? A radio station. For someone, and the host, there's an old woman, the thing she will say, and she's not even married, she's divorced. Alas. Listen.
For the son dishonors the father.
The son is dishonoring the father.
The daughter rises up against her mother.
The daughter-in-law
against her mother-in-law.
A man's enemies
are the men of his own
That's
house.
what I've been telling you. Your nephews, your nephews, your cousins, they are your very enemies. They are the ones who want to bring you down. Maybe you have a house, and your brother, who is maybe older or even younger than you, he doesn't have. If Yah is not with him, it does him something. I don't know, like Negroes, what is wrong with us? It's something we just, how come you have it and I don't have it? And he will begin to entertain that thought. And in the entertaining of the thought, they will meet Azazel on the road, who will give them advice. As for thoughts, it will come. Don't entertain them. Because in you doing that, that's where you will meet the devil on the path, and he will give you ideas. Therefore, debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself.
And discover not a secret to another.
Meaning when you have an issue with someone, don't go and reveal the secret to another. Just go to someone and be like, hey, someone, I've heard this. Is this true? Have a conversation with the person. Don't go and be, hey, and have you seen what someone done? And then it goes to this. Before it reaches some, you've told 10 people. Listen.
Lest he that hears it put thee to shame, and thine infamy turn not away.
See? He that goes about as a talebearer
revealeth secrets.
Therefore, meddle not
with him that flattereth with his lips.
People that talk like me can go to work. Some of the ladies, when they long time, oh my goodness. Hey, I have to check my emails. Oh my goodness. Some people are just talebearers. They just talk. They are made to talk. They just talk. Whatever happened there last week, they must talk it. They can't keep their mouth shut. Timothy 2:16, 2 Timothy 2:16, listen.
But shun profane and vain babblings,
for
they will increase unto more ungodliness.
So when you say that the conversation, when you are at work and you see that conversation is becoming, it's a run away from it because it will lead to ungodliness. Now all of a sudden, then they will be bringing in other stuff. When the babblings is becoming too much, run. Therefore, Proverbs 13 verse 2 says, he that keeps his mouth
keeps his life.
He does what?
He keeps
if you
his
are
life.
able to control this, your mouth, he said that you are keeping your very life. Sometimes you can go to a place, especially when you enter Africa. There are some places just behave as if you are one of the locals. Behave as if you are so poor. Because if people find out who you are, they kill you and take what you have. This is the main reason why some people, when they go there, armed robbers get them, because the way they dress, the way they move about, the cars they are using, what they are wearing. When people see, they know that, no, this guy, he's a bugger. He's not from here. He has too much dinero. So many of our people, we know, some of them have been killed. Why? Because they go and they show off it. They will kill you. The scripture said that he who has, let him behave as if he has none. So the tongue that has the power of life and death,
and those who love it will eat its fruit.
those who have it will eat its fruits. So I hope you have learned something. I hope you have received something from this. Do not reveal your truth, your secret to people. Just pay attention, humble yourself, and do what you must do to be saved. You've seen from the father and the mother of Samson. You've seen from the parents of the Messiah. You've seen how a man, a very powerful man from Jerusalem, from Judah, from Elohim, a messenger who could heal, who could destroy by the words of his mouth. You see how he got destroyed by his very own words. And you saw what Joseph did. The more he told them these stories, the more they hated him, and he continued to tell them stories until his own father told him, "Master, shut up." Shut up. So please do whatever you must do to survive. Your secret is your power. Don't go about just revealing your secret to anyone you've seen. Some people are dangerous. Some people, because they heard you speak, now they make plans for you. And they want to bring you down. So next week, Yah willing, the preacher man will show you how you revealing certain things will lead to envy. Will lead to evil thoughts by men. Your own mother, your own father can have evil thoughts because of some things you've revealed. Your own wife can poison you because you just told her that you hate the jackpot and you have plans, and she has other plans. Your own husband will kill you before your time because you said something and he's like, you want to divorce. When you are asleep, you will come and So please be careful. Do what you must do to survive. These were the sayings from the poor preacher. I hope you've learned something from it. Ponder about them. Read, continue to read, do your own research. And don't take it from us. Also, do your readings. Pray for yourself and for us. If there's any topic you want us to touch on, feel free to drop a message. We will take a dive in it. When the Spirit allows it, we don't come with strings attached. We speak that said Elohim. So be blessed. May Yah add his blessings to the reading of his words until we meet again. Salam, salam, salam.